Welcome back to the stream, people. I am now here ready to go. So kids have just gone off to school. I had to switch the camera off. Can't have them running around in the background as well. So now I'm ready to go, ready to get started. As you saw in a sell for gold, it may not work out. Maybe consolidation has caught me out again. So gold has been very fickle the last few days. As fickle as the fivers with my payout. 1 minute is yes, they're gonna send me the payout. Next minute, wait 24 hours. Next minute, no, Friday's not a working day. Next minute, you'll get it today. Next minute, sorry, you haven't got it today. We apologize. There has been a delay. You just have to wait another 24 to 48 hours. So it's been as fickle as gold today. So I'm gonna take the same approach. Be patient. Gold's been very fickle this last few days. It's been chopping back and forth, going back and forth, not really moving. But I'm still gonna try trade it. I like the movement in the mornings, and it's still an easier read. So yesterday was buying it here, broke structure, was up here, and I said I wanted to see a drive to 40.46, which is way up there now, and the price just stood here. And in the trade, or in the session here, I got out just there as it ran the Asian highs. As you can see, it was the right thing to do just to get out. It just consolidated here. This is unusual price action, at least for the last few days trading gold. Consolidated here, and it sold and broke the low that it had created that day, the Asian low. So I said yesterday, if it did take the previous day low, this Asian low down here, previous day low, it could be bearish. And it's done that. So it looks bearish currently. So having a look at it this morning, I saw a trend here and a slight break of the trend, and it's holding so far. So I thought, okay, let's go in for a sell. On the daily, it's bearish. On the hourly, we got a break in the trend. There's a potential it pulls back here, tries down here and runs these lows. This isn't like a reversal pattern down here. This isn't anything to concern myself with. So previous daily's low and the current Asian low down here. Consolidation came up to the flag that sent it down. From here should be sold. Whether it stops me out or not before that, I don't know. But it should be sold from here. So it's been consolidating with highs here, playing with stop losses. Consider moving my stop loss to the previous daily high, which will keep me in the mood. So it will keep me in the move. As you see, the previous daily highs have just been respected. One here. One here. And then, so one here, one here. So it was an option, but that would mean I'm risking 0.7. Now, considering my situation with the payouts and what I believe is going on, I've decided to be risk off, and I'm just going to keep on grinding because I believe this is what basically how I feel with the situation with the fivers right now. There's been a delay and I feel it's deliberate so I can mess up. That's how I feel about it until they've given me an explanation for why they haven't paid out my money, that my profits, my, you know, all my hard work I've been doing the last few weeks. Until they give me a reason why they haven't paid it out, I feel this is deliberately to slow me down or for me to get emotional and make a mistake. So I'm trying to beat them at the game and make sure I am not over risking. So I'm only risking 0.2, and I'm going to continue risking about maximum 0.3, 0.2 per trade until, you know, they pay me really. And I've been winning recently, so it's all good. I've made about 0.8 since I made my payment withdrawal request. So I could afford to lose 0.2 4 times. So I'm just going to slowly grind, keep on grinding until I have some kind of reassurance, you know, genuine reassurance for them that I'm receiving my payout. That's the situation. Not very happy with them. Spoke to them again this morning. Not very happy. Told them I'm very disappointed with the customer service. Very disappointed that they have not met the standards that I expect from them and that they've set for themselves, which is to make the payouts, within 24 to 48 hours. And I went back and forth with them yesterday, and they explained to me that that time hasn't passed. Then later they explained to me that it was going to come tomorrow, and it hasn't come and it didn't come yesterday. So it was going to come yesterday, and it didn't come yesterday. So we're a new day now. Spoke to him again today, and now they've admitted that there's an issue, and they're going to try to sort it out. Tons of different excuses, tons of back and forth, and I feel like it's deliberate now. So that's where I am. Not very happy with the fivers at all, and I'm just gonna put my head down, leave that now. Now that I've addressed it, I put it out there. That's it done. Don't really want to focus on that anymore. I don't want any of it to distract me from what I'm doing. So I'm gonna focus on this gold for the sell, consolidating right now. It looks bullish, like it's holding this trend, but there was a break in structure. So I'm just gonna hold it to see if we could get the sell. And if it decides to buy up, cool. I'll just wait for a selling opportunity later, potentially. Let me see if the second one came yesterday. So there was a sell opportunity, yeah, when it broke structure just here, came all the way up, held, respecting just that high, and then came down. So it could do essentially the same thing here. Hopefully it doesn't come and just wick me out, then comes down. But even if it was to do that, the entry is still visible, so I should be able to still read that. So even if it plays around today with this trade, I still should be able to read it. And I think a sell makes sense now. We've got a daily trend going down, and the attempted trend to go up here has not held. So this on the higher time frame is actually looking like a flag formation. So pole here, stops there, flags up. As you can see, it's messy. That Euro USD has been poles out, flags up, messy again, and potentially eventually to pull out again. So the last demand zone, I think we were here. It attempted to be bought and it got sold. It got into this demand zone, and it's attempted to be bought, and we don't know if it's going to be sold again. And if it is, that's great. It's a good win. It's already come, let me check. Come back into the flag where it was sold from last time. So from this low here to this high, it broke out, came back into there. Same thing that happens on M1, M5. It pushes out, pulls back in. So pulls, flag. So flags back in, consolidates, and it should be working its way down, which it has been. So to get down here, maybe run that low. That would be the ideal stop loss, but with the way it's been going, I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, and if it's going to keep me in the move before it gets there. So it could stop me out before it gets there. That'll be 1.5 on this little 0.2 risk. That would be a great trade. Definitely won't be holding it that long. My decision just to scalp yesterday is how I banked 0.4. So I'm going to stick to that approach unless price starts moving with some kind of volume on conviction, and it hasn't been so far. Consolidating on H1 right now, which is very slow, but gotta be patient. So that's what's going on in gold. I'm in the sell, only risking 0.2. If I lose the trade, I think I leave it because it's not really moving. I made that decision yesterday and it was the right decision. It just stuck around, and way after my session, in the New York session, it started moving. So if it consolidates here, takes me out, consolidates and does that again, definitely not going to be tempted to jump back in. So it needs to move here, and if it chooses not to, so be it. My entry is fine. My entry is actually decent. My stop loss is fine. I'm just going to hold it. That's the move for gold. I'm going to have a look at the rest of the market, see what's going on. Okay, cool. Euro USD did what it was supposed to do. So yesterday stream, I said Euro USD, potentially that was an entry. It did break that candle. That could have been the entry, and it held and it went. So it did what it's supposed to do. Maybe it continues trending down and it runs yesterday's previous daily low. So far set to do that. Whether it does it or not, that's a different question. So it's pulled up. So it pulled down, flags, trending up, flagging up, and then it just broke that structure. So it could be the sell from there to continue it down. But like I said a few times, I'm going to stay away from Euro USD. Okay, so it's pulled back into the flag there. And from there, it should respect this high and start going down. So it's set to go, but I'm going to stay away from Euro USD as DAX has not really been moving. DAX is trending down somehow. Consolidation, really. Yeah. So DAX has got to demand, should be bought up. That could send Euro USD down further. I believe, let's check on GU. Okay, so GU's finally got to that place I said yesterday where it could be bought from. And that's a more interesting buy, I think. Let's just see. Yeah, I think GU is a better buy, but I can see it pulling into that zone a lot deeper. But I will take a buy on GU. Bit of size. I can see it pulling into that zone a lot more. But this is where it's supposed to initially react to. And it's in the zone. It seems to be in the mood. And it doesn't look like this gold trade is going to work out. So maybe I can make a little, get a little win from GU today. So the problem is this zone is massive. It could dig down a lot further before it starts coming up. The entry is based on consolidation from down there. Doesn't really look like much. So that's the price point, and it's just sitting around there and looks like it's looking to break up now, but there's no real movement. Let me see where my stop loss needs to be and adjust my risk with GU. $27.12. That's where it would need to be to stay in the mood, in the move, but that's ridiculous, so I won't be doing that. That's ridiculous. I got too much size on to play this trade. I'm gonna start scaling out and just leave a small position to try get this drive up. So I got way too much size. Let me check the news, make sure there's nothing that's gonna affect me. I can afford to delay my reduction of the size for a minute. Okay, no high impact news onto non-farm employment change later in the New York session. S&P Global Services. Non-manufacturing, a lot of news today, people. So if you are trading later in the New York session, definitely be careful. There's a lot of news today. It's very hard to trade during the news. I try to avoid it whenever I can. Before I used to think, okay, yeah, news, at least I'm going to get a quick move. I don't want quick moves anymore in the sense where it's based on a news catalyst. I want quiet price action that reflects what's going on and then try to catch a move. And if it gets a breakout or volume kick in, that's great. I'll happily take that. But other than that, it can't be based on a news catalyst. It sends it both ways, both direction. Everyone loses except for the market makers. So can't do that. Try avoid news if you can. All right, so this isn't a typical reversal pattern, but it has hit a key price point, so you can expect it to be bought up. Where does it go? Don't know, obviously, but a good shout would be back to this flag. So it's been pole, flag, pulled here a bit, flagged up, and it's broke that. And since it's broke, it hasn't come back there. So it could stage a pullback or a little reversal attempt to get back to 30.97. I would definitely not be holding it to that long. I would like to leave a runner if I could. If I can, I will. Okay. Yeah, these guys, they got me in my bag today, man. They got me in my bag. I'm gonna be so focused. And if the objective is to take me out of this account, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be so focused. Scary, scary focus. Okay, so I'll reduce my risk. Still don't like it. Need to do more. Let's put it at 1%. And I'll probably reduce it a little bit more when I can. So H1 suggests it should drive a little bit. Hopefully it's not just consolidating, and then the London session, which is due to start in 5 minutes, pushes it all the way down, runs all these lows. It could pull back. Let's see if we could get a quick win. 10 pips will be great. Yeah, 10 pips, I like 10 pips. 0.2. That'll be here. Go leave that there for a bit now. Let's see. Mark it up. 38.6. Roughly there. Okay, so I'm still in the gold trade. Looking good though. Come on, London session. London session. Big H1. Send it down. That'll be a good move. Gonna probably reduce my size on GU now. Smart thing to do. Reduce it all the way down. Okay. So the actual plan now is only to risk the profits I've made recently, and that's about 0.8 to $800. That should be what I'm risking. I don't really want to move too far from where I have taken money out from. I don't want to go into drawdown at all. I feel like that's the mission. Not to go into drawdown, just slowly grind up. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to go into drawdown. So I made about, let's just check quickly, $800, I believe, since my profit withdrawal request, which has disappeared. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's the profit withdrawal request. So it has been processed. It just hasn't been paid out. They deducted it from here. So I'm definitely entitled to it. Okay, so that was Friday's win. So this week, I'm about $400. $400 this week since the profit withdrawal. Yeah, $400 and counting. Come on, GU. So it looks like I'm getting stopped out on gold. Gold has been difficult. Let me check silver, see if there's a chance. Silver says nah. Silver says you're getting stopped out. Based on what though? Okay. Silver says you're getting stopped out. Gold is looking bullish currently. Let's wait for London session to start. That'll be the decider. I'm gonna wait. Small loss if I lose. Let me just check my GU trade, make sure I'm not risking too much. Now I think I'm gonna reduce my stop loss to something more manageable. .6. I like 0.4. Okay. So gold, back to gold quickly. Looks like I'm about to get stopped out. And if I do get stopped out, I will take a buy on gold with some size. I don't know what's going on with gold right now. It's back and forth. It's within a demand zone by selling for some reason, and it could still be bought up. So if it does break this high, stops me out, I will buy it. Maybe there's another drive up for the previous daily highs. It needs to stop me out first. I think I'm going to exit my GU so I can focus on this one. This is going to be where the money's made for today. Reason I exit with the GU one because it's got a lot of room to draw back into this zone, and that could complicate any wins I make on gold today. I expect there to be a buying opportunity. Maybe it's not there. Maybe it's taken into account what's going on later today, and it's going to just consolidate, because this is really consolidation. And it's going to consolidate and wait later. Maybe it drives all the way up, comes up here, and later it dumps down when the news catalyst is released. So too many factors. I feel the real move is going to come later in the day. So I don't want to be trading later, and therefore my move within my session is going to be this this gold trade. So I'm going to focus on that. Easier to manage as well. Okay, gold is holding. Okay. Looks like it's coming now. Getting stopped out. Let me just check silver quickly. How that happens. Silver kind of broke as well. Cool. Alright, I'm out on gold. I'm buying it now for a quick win. Stop loss in. Don't know what's going on, but I will just go with it. Just going back and forth. I'm gonna take quick scalps where I can and be flexible. 88, 86. I will not be in this for long. Don't worry about my stop loss. I will not be in this for long. I'm gonna get out soon. As you can see, let's move it quickly now. 0.8. Okay, cool. That's the day done. I think I've made enough already. Let's see if we could get a little bit more. Reducing my stop loss now. I want it there. .3 risk. Made 0.4. It's a free trade. After taking a loss. A little bit up on account. Question is, what do I want from this? Okay, half of this. Then leave the runner. Okay, so I bagged some money today and risking a smaller amount. Should come back. Gold. I should trail the H1 lows. I'm just risking 0.1 now to see if it wants to run these previous daily highs. So made some money on today. Took a little loss. That's fine. I'm up about 0.2 so far. Close it and be happy. Let's see what their bank account balance looks like if I was to close it now. 13. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I said I'm just gonna stick to scalps. It may go a lot further, but I'm gonna stick to scalps. It's been very difficult. Gold, it's not been clean. Normally trends up, weak structure, sells back down, even if it's for a pullback. And it kind of did that yesterday, but not much of a pullback. Came back up, went down. I'm not doing that today. I'm just gonna defy the odds. Feels like the market's against me and some other individuals are against me, so I'm not sticking around playing anyone's games. The market could continue trying. Those individuals could continue trying. Okay, so the GU1 was a win as well. Got the 10 pips. I was looking for 0.2, but I made the money on gold. It was the right decision. So lost about 0.2, made back 0.3, more or less, slightly less than that. But I'm good. I am good there, people. I'm going to keep it short, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep it short. I have to be disciplined. I'm going to be as disciplined and as patient as I can. Get my wins, get out. Get my wins, get out. Small wins. And what I'm trying to do now is actually just focus and conclude this account and make it hit the 10% profit target. So not only would they need to pay me the 7% I've made, they need to pay me the additional 3% and then give me a new account. And I'm just going to carry on grinding until that happens. So I feel like that's the best revenge for the delays. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be so strict until I get it. Gonna keep it short today, people. Hopefully you remember what I said. There's a lot of news out in the New York session. Do not overtrade. I am not overtrading. And what's really been helping me a lot recently, as soon as I close this laptop, I am done. I do not look at any alert, no news, nothing. I do not check price action in any form throughout the whole day. And that's been helping me a lot. So every time I do come onto this stream, I'm fresh. I got the patience to do another 2 hours really, but I'm gonna keep it like this, keep it very strict, very disciplined to get the wins. So good win on GU potentially, and good win on gold, and I'm good here. Okay. Hopefully you've appreciated this. I will be back tomorrow. I will be streaming, and if there's any updates, I will let you guys know. This is Patrick signing out. Until next time. Peace.